Welcome to Nature Walk, the podcast where we delve into the wonders of the natural world and explore the intricate relationships between humans and the environment. I'm your host, David, and I'm thrilled to share with you a remarkable story of collaboration and conservation. In the frigid waters off the coast of Maine, a delicate dance is unfolding between lobstermen and North Atlantic right whales. These majestic creatures, with their distinctive black and white markings, are one of the most endangered species on the planet, with only around 450 individuals remaining. Their plight is a stark reminder of the impact human activities can have on the marine ecosystem. But in a heartening display of cooperation, Maine's lobstermen are working closely with scientists and conservationists to protect these gentle giants. The story begins on a chilly January morning in 2025, when a group of lobstermen stumbled upon an unprecedented gathering of right whales on Jeffreys Ledge, a submerged plateau off the coast of Maine. Approximately 25% of the entire right whale population had congregated in this area, feasting on their favorite food, tiny krill-like zooplankton known as calanus. As news of the whale sighting spread, the lobstermen sprang into action, alerting each other through a phone chain, not unlike a game of telephone. This informal network allowed them to share vital information about the whale's location, enabling them to take steps to avoid entangling them in their fishing gear. It's a remarkable example of how communication and cooperation can make all the difference in conservation efforts. Dr. Doc Ross, a leading researcher on right whale behavior, has been studying the intricate relationships between these whales and their prey. Her team has developed sophisticated predictive models that can forecast the likelihood of right whale sightings based on the distribution of calanus. By incorporating data on ocean temperature and other environmental factors, these models have proven to be remarkably accurate. The collaboration between scientists, conservationists, and lobstermen is yielding impressive results. In January 2025, thanks to the efforts of all parties involved, 0 entanglements were reported on Jeffreys Ledge. This success story highlights the potential for cooperation and mutual understanding between industries that might otherwise seem at odds. As we continue to navigate the complexities of human-wildlife interactions, it's essential to recognize the value of such partnerships. By working together and sharing knowledge, we can create a more harmonious coexistence between humans and the natural world. We'll be right back with more fascinating stories from the natural world on Nature Walk. Welcome back to Nature Walk. I'm your host, David. As we continue our journey through the natural world, we find ourselves in the Sunshine State, where a most unusual and intriguing phenomenon has been unfolding. A cold snap, unprecedented in its severity, has gripped South Florida, bringing with it temperatures that have plummeted into the mid-30s. For the human inhabitants of this region, such weather is certainly a novelty, but for another group of residents, the green iguanas, this cold spell has been nothing short of catastrophic. These green iguanas, an invasive species in Florida, have been thriving in the state's warm climate since their introduction in the 1960s. However, their cold-blooded nature makes them particularly vulnerable to drops in temperature. As the mercury dips below 50 degrees Fahrenheit, these reptiles become stunned, losing their grip on the trees they call home and falling to the ground. It's a surreal sight, one that has become all too common in recent days, with reports of iguanas littering the landscape, their bodies stiff and unresponsive. But here's the fascinating part. Despite their appearance, these iguanas are not dead. They're merely cold stunned, their body functions slow to a crawl as they wait for the warmth to return. It's a remarkable adaptation, one that allows them to survive in a state of dormancy until the temperatures rise once more. And when they do, these incredible creatures will spring back to life, ready to continue their dominance of the Florida ecosystem. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission has taken notice of this phenomenon, implementing an executive order that allows residents to remove live, cold-stunned green iguanas from the wild without a permit. The response has been overwhelming, with over 5,000 iguanas collected and euthanized in a matter of days. It's a staggering number, one that highlights the sheer scale of the problem posed by these invasive creatures. As we consider the impact of these green iguanas on Florida's environment and economy, it's clear that their presence is a complex issue, one that requires careful management and consideration. And yet, despite the challenges they pose, it's hard not to feel a sense of awe at the resilience and adaptability of these incredible animals. Welcome back to Nature Walk, dear listeners. As we conclude our journey through the wonders of the natural world today, I'd like to take you on a heartfelt visit to the Ecuadorian Amazon jungle, where a family's unwavering dedication to preserving biodiversity stands as a beacon of hope in a world grappling with environmental challenges. In the depths of this lush rainforest, Ramon Pucha and his family have embarked on an extraordinary mission. Their farm, El Picaflor, situated within the indigenous Quechua community of Alto Isla, has become a sanctuary for some of the world's most endangered plant species. With passion and perseverance, they've transformed what was once barren pastureland into a thriving haven, recreating their own piece of jungle with rescued species. Ramon's quest begins with solo treks into the jungle, often for up to 5 days at a time, in search of seeds from these rare plants. The journey is not without its challenges. Climate change and severe droughts have significantly reduced seed production in many of the large trees. Yet, undeterred by such obstacles, Ramon presses on, driven by an intense passion for nature that has led some to consider him crazy within his community. Once the seeds are collected, they're nurtured by Ramon's wife, Marlene Chiluisa, who plants them in suitable soil and compost. As the seeds grow into plants, they're either replanted in the rainforest or shared with neighboring communities committed to forest regeneration, a vital step towards preserving biodiversity. Their son, Joel, has followed in his father's footsteps, becoming an expert botanist capable of identifying plants by their common, traditional, and scientific names. He serves not only as a guide, but also as the family's successor, ensuring that their legacy of environmental stewardship continues into the future. Despite the significance of their work, recognized by Ecuador's Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock as a living laboratory and a crucial seed bank in an area scarred by decades of logging, the Pucha family faces their challenges largely alone. The lack of support from government, foundations, or other entities underscores the broader issues within environmental conservation efforts. Ecuador, having been the first country to enshrine the rights of nature in its constitution, now sees this reputation at risk due to political decisions that merge environmental and energy interests, threatening the very landscape the Puchas are fighting to save. As Ramon walks through his property, he points out each plant with pride, explaining its unique purpose. His eyes light up when discussing a rare tree, a type of fine wood that will reach maturity in 100 years. Though he won't live to see it fully grown, this tree represents part of the legacy he's leaving for his children and humanity, a testament to the enduring power of individual actions in preserving our planet. This story serves as a poignant reminder of the importance of biodiversity, the challenges faced by those on the front line of environmental conservation, and the hope that comes from seeing individuals and families dedicate their lives to protecting our natural world. That's all for today's Nature Walk. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, keep exploring your natural world.